LEX 18 News.
The Bluegrass is facing an Arctic cold not seen in years. From highway shutdowns to small businesses remaining open for holiday shoppers, we have live team coverage across central Kentucky with what you need to know to stay safe in these sub-zero-like temperatures. We begin, though, with breaking news in Lexington. A man was found dead in his car during these dangerously cold temperatures. According to the Catholic Action Center, the man was found dead. Workers at the center say they tried to get the man inside the shelter, but he decided instead to stay in his car. We'll have more on this breaking news story coming up on LEX 18 News at 5. Well, now let's get to the other big story here of the day and of the weekend right now, the weather. Here's some shots here of central Kentucky bracing this historic cold. You were saying again, you really had never seen anything like this in terms of the massive 50-degree drop in about 12 hours.
It was incredible what we have seen. We're going to try and put some numbers on this for you, but also just the length and breadth of this cold. I mean, how many parts of the country are being impacted by this? And it goes from Canada, it goes down into Mexico.
Yeah.
And so this is some pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah,
and again, you're seeing the pictures.
Yeah, it's really something. We've been at it as well, of course. This cold and wind chill making it difficult for those people who are traveling right now for the holidays. Today, a day to stay indoors. And Bill, with that, let's get more to what you came here for, and that is our storm tracker forecast. What's going on right now, and what can we expect?
It's still windy. It's still cold. The snow has stopped for most of us, and you might still see a flurry or a snow shower wander around, but nothing really is going to appreciably accumulate after this. You're looking down there in the Distillery District on Manchester, and yeah, I mean, we've got the good snow cover out there. What you also notice, though, it's kind of hit and miss, although they've been doing the plowing there, but you've been probably seeing this in your yard, where you've got some areas where it's almost bare grass, and then other areas where you're piling up some snow drifts, because it has been just horizontally blowing across the countryside here. So again, we've got the snow, and there are some snow flurries around. You got a few of them out here around Campton, back down around Hazard there on the Mountain Parkway. There are a couple of more sitting out here back toward Louisville and E-Town. So again, you are looking at a few of those snow showers out there. Now, what's interesting is how the Siberian air, and we were talking about this yesterday, how the seed that was planted a couple of weeks ago in Siberia, we were able to track that air mass, the core of that air mass, into Western Canada about a week ago. And finally, that whole seed is what came right down. Oh, you can see my shoes right down on top of us. Yeah, it snowed. I'm wearing boots, okay? But you see again the cold that's out there, and again it came right over us. It was actually warmer, and it is warmer. Petoskey, Michigan's at 22. We're at 0. It has been an amazing day, by the way. Indianapolis, Columbus still below 0. We are barely above 0 in Louisville. Bowling Green's at 4. Somerset comes in at 0. When you look around, that 0 you were seeing just a second ago for Lexington, that's officially at the airport. The Mesonet side on the south side is 2 below. Harrodsburg's 2 below. Winchester's 2 below. McKee is 3 below. Top of Black Mountain is 10 below. That's the air temperatures, gang. That is something that is really, really impressive. Not sure why the map is over here, but what we wanted to show you, hey, that's better. Watch how the temperatures dropped. Look at that. Again, the front just came through, and that's just going every 15 minutes or so. And you're seeing how far we went down. The Mesonet side in Lexington went down to 7 below. There were several of those that got down to that ballpark this morning. I mean, that is incredible cold. And the wind chills, these are the current wind chills. 23 below in Cynthiana, 24 below in Harrodsburg. Winchester's 26 below. You got 21 below out of Moorhead. I mean, this is remarkable stuff. And as we look ahead with our wind chills going through tonight into tomorrow, we've got a wind chill advisory that is in effect. You'll notice even tomorrow morning, we're 15 to 25 below. During the day tomorrow, I mean, it eases. I mean, that technically is better, but it is still very, very cold, as wind chills will stay below 0. So Siberian air, and that's what we've got. It is the core of the Siberian air mass. It gives way to just regular old Arctic air. It's still going to be cold. Wind chill will remain an issue through tomorrow. And a sneaky little snow that we've been talking about now for a couple of days is going to actually lead the warm-up Monday. So let's talk about this with a quick Bill's Weather 101. Again, the biggest temperature drop in Lexington was in 1963. We went down 64 degrees. This was a 53-degree drop from the 48-degree high yesterday to the 5 below this morning. A couple of fun facts to know and tell for you. This Siberian cold shot, the calendar day high, was 10. That was at 1 o'clock this morning. But if you look at the afternoon high, less than 2 degrees. This will be our coldest daytime high. In fact, it still is the coldest high, 10 or regardless, since 1989 in December. Third coldest December day we've recorded. The coldest wind chill was 32 below officially. Second coldest Festivus, 5 below this morning. 30-degree drop in 3 hours from 40 to 10 between 10 o'clock and 1 a.m. And the snow and blowing snow officially in Lexington. Where did we end up with this? We're seeing officially coming in at 1.8 inches. So right smack in the middle of what we're forecasting for you. And there it goes. Boy, this system has wrapped up. It has brought tremendous snows up here across the Midwest with blizzard conditions. I'm seeing some pictures off of Lake Erie that have been just scary looking. Our future track shows some clouds will linger through tonight into tomorrow. But as the day goes on tomorrow, we will see more in the way of sunshine. We roll on into Christmas, and it will be sunny. It just will be cold. And there's your sneaky little cold shot, or snow shot that's coming in for Monday. Wind chill advisory, a few flurries tonight, some blowing snow too. Temperatures don't move much, 1 below. Wind chill advisory, partly sunny, a few flurries tomorrow, temperatures staying in the low teens, upper teens on Sunday for Christmas Day. There's your snow on Monday, and the cold lingers, but then, boy, look at that warm up for the end of the week.
Degrees. Bill, we'll talk to you in a few. Thanks. Well, that's a ways off. Right now, the current situation is the snow and frigid temperatures overnight leading to a lot of problems on the roads this morning, including some deadly crashes and even some shutdowns. LEX 18's Christiana Ford live for us right now with a look at what happened and conditions now out on I-64. Christiana, what can you tell us?
Yeah, well, I can tell you that the wind is causing for dangerous situations. That in combination with the freezing cold right behind me, I-64 has been a mess all day long. So far, 2 people we know have been involved in accidents on the interstate so far today. Governor Beshear says particularly the interstates all across Kentucky have been bad. We have seen a number of people pulled over on the side of the road, some in ditches, tire tracks in ditches. It's not great out here, guys. For example, I-64 in Scott County at the 69-mile marker in both directions was closed at one point, causing a large backup in Scott County, and then another in Franklin County at mile marker 58. We also saw some semi-truck drivers on the side of the road on I-64, on I-65 northbound in Warren County at the mile marker 40. That was blocked off due to a jackknife tractor trailer. And then again on I-71 northbound in Gallatin County at mile marker 62. We also saw some slowdowns there because of accidents. So there are accidents all across Kentucky right now at interstates. So the governor, in his address today, in his briefing, made sure to let people know that if you're going to travel today, make sure that you stay safe and be careful on those interstates. Back to you guys.
Christiana Ford reporting for us live. Glad that you're bundled up there, as Bill just showed us wind chills minus 25 or so right now here in the Bluegrass. Well, meanwhile, in Scott County, the roads were a mess there as well this morning. Our Michael Burke was there for a look at the trouble that the slick conditions caused up there.
This winter storm had some very unusual traits with it, and all of them are making it very challenging for road crews to manage. We started with rain, then we plunged to temperatures only Santa is used to at the North Pole. And then the snow began to fall, and all of it created a winter mess on the roads of Scott County. I-64 had to be shut down in both directions at mile marker 69 in the county due to multiple crashes. The roads couldn't be pre-treated due to the early rain. Couldn't make much of a dent with salt, as that's ineffective under 20 degrees, and the plows can only do so much with a thin layer of ice. Then you throw in one more annoying element to all of this.
The high winds, you send the plow trucks out, they plow in salt, and 30 minutes later the wind with 30, 40 mile an hour winds blow it right back across the road and create snow drifts different places. With the wind blowing and the way it is and snow drifting, may not look like it, but believe me, we have been there.
JR said it could be a couple of days before the roads here in Scott County are back to normal. He asked that you have some patience with his crews and that you stay at home if you don't need to be out and about. In Scott County, Michael Burke, LEX 18 News.
In Madison County, some neighborhoods experienced a power outage this morning. LEX 18's Lee Searcy joining us now live from one neighborhood where she spoke to neighbors about losing power during negative degree temperatures. Lee.
Well, hi there. Yes, we don't have to tell you how cold it is, and many people across the state have been without power most of the day. I just checked a state website, and 9,000 people still don't have power at this time. They've been out for hours and hours. But here in northern Madison County, where I am, luckily their power was restored pretty early. They live around Lee Drive, and they were without power for 3 hours early this morning. It was restored about 9:15. Clark Energy reported outages in Madison, Bath, Powell, Clark, Rowan, and Montgomery counties, roughly 1,200 customers in all. Much of the power has been restored, though.
It's dangerously cold. I mean, I would advise anyone, if you don't have to be out, don't go out. And if you do go out, well, you need to bundle up.
And hopefully anyone who no longer is without power, still without power. Sorry, it's so cold I can't even talk clearly. Hopefully their power will be restored soon. Now, Madison County does have several warming centers. They'll be open at various fire departments. In Madison County, Lee Searcy, back to you.
Thanks for that. Go get warm now. If you had plans to finish your Christmas shopping today, there's a chance your plans didn't pan out. The weather forcing some shops to close and begin their holiday break early. But not every business felt they could close their doors today. LEX 18's Megan Mannering joins us now live with details. Looks like nice and warm inside. Megan?
Yeah, it's not too bad right here. We were out earlier, but I'm feeling for the rest of my teammates that are out there in the cold. But hey, this is a crucial time for locally owned small businesses. According to the National Retail Federation, November and December have been averaging roughly 20% of annual retail sales for small businesses. Here at Gray Line Station, a handful of vendors braved the cold and the dangerous conditions to come in today and make some of those last-minute sales. Right when we walked in, we were greeted by Kevin Poole, who runs Hemp Cattle Company and Wildcat Hay. Now, he was out feeding his cattle in the bitter cold this morning and still wanted to come in today. Layered up and thawing out, he told us Kentuckians, they're going to be just fine with this weather.
I think if you're smart and don't get too heavy-handed with the pedal, you're okay. I mean, I wouldn't say the Kentuckians are like Michiganders and know what they're doing, but we're also not Tennessee, and we may know a little bit more what we're doing.
Yeah, he might make a good point there, right? Well, throughout the rest of the night, we're going to introduce you to some of the other vendors here at Gray Line Station who say rain, shine, even some frost, they are going to be here for their customers. Reporting live in Lexington, I'm Megan Mannering, LEX 18 News.
Megan, thanks for that. Lexington police report they have responded to 4 injury crashes, 27 non-injury crashes, assisted 41 drivers, and there have been 24 traffic hazards. That's all since midnight until 12:30 this afternoon. And like we've been telling you all day, they advise all drivers to stay off the roads. But if you have to go out, please slow down. A golden alert has been issued for a missing Lexington woman. 67-year-old Doris Luntz was last seen around 7 this morning at the Salvation Army on West Main Street. Luntz is 4'11" with brown eyes. She weighs about 110 pounds. She has strawberry blonde grayish hair and was last seen wearing gray sweatpants and a shirt. Luntz is believed to have dementia. If you see her, please call 911. We do want to mention Southern Lights at the annual holiday drive-through lights display at the Kentucky Horse Park will be closed today because of the weather. If you plan to get out for anything today, check to see first if your destination is open. We've had a lot of companies calling in to announce changes today due to the weather. You can log on to lex18.com to see which ones have changed their plans. Well, still to come here at 4 o'clock, a look at the road conditions on I-75. Plus, the treacherous weather didn't stop holiday shoppers getting their last-minute gifts. We'll have a look inside the mall. Next, more LEX 18 News at 4 after this break.
This week on The Race, we're looking ahead to 2023. We check in with some of the most memorable people we've met this year about what they hope the future holds.
Sunday at 9:30 a.m. on LEX 18.
With Kroger Delivery, it's easy to get your special holiday foods brought right to your door. And that's music to your ears. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
Just announced in time for the holiday. Get 1.9% APR for 5 years on all 2022 GMC Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab models. Visit your local dealer today.
Welcome to my digestive system. It's pretty common here with Align Probiotic. You see, your gut has good and bad bacteria. When you get off balance, you may feel it. The bloating, the gas. But Align helps me trust my gut again.
Plus, it's recommended by doctors nearly 2 times more than any other probiotic brand.
Just one a day naturally helps promote a balanced gut and soothe occasional bloating, gas, and discomfort. Align Probiotic. Welcome to an Align gut.
West Shore Home prides itself on being the fastest and most convenient option for homeowners looking to update their shower or bath. Call in right now to take advantage of this limited time offer. Get 5 years of 0% APR, and for a limited time, get 50% off the cost of installation. The best part, when it comes time for installation, they can have your new shower or bath installed in as little as 1 day. Call the number on your screen right now to get your shower or bath project started and to take advantage of these amazing savings.
At Chevy, the holidays mean going places and doing things you love to do with friends and family. Visit your local Chevy dealer, and when you find your red tag, you find your deal. Then make the most of your time with the people who matter most. Find new moments, find new roads. Find your red tag and get $2,500 total cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
Keep your holidays in sync with free pickup on all your fresh favorites from Kroger. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
The cold air and hazardous driving conditions didn't stop shoppers looking for last-minute Christmas gifts. Fayette Mall leaders decided to delay the opening of the mall to 10 a.m. with hours for department stores and restaurants varying on a business-to-business basis. Workers at Kentucky-branded Home feel it's going to be a coin flip on how busy they end up getting today. Some customers did brave the cold, and they admit it was a tough decision with the conditions out there, but thought getting those last few things checked off the list was a greater priority.
I think we always had the plan to come out today, so we kind of had to force ourselves, but walking in, there's a few stores closed, so glad there's not as many people out, but we have some shopping to get done.
Again, you're advised to stay home today with how cold it is, but if you do venture out, once again, take your time and be patient out there on the roads. If you have thought about venturing out but wondering about the condition of the roads, well, you're in better shape than in some parts of the area than others. LEX 18's Austin Pollock has been on I-75 all day checking out conditions there, and he joins us now live. Austin, what are you seeing out there on I-75?
Well, Larry, good evening. We're seeing traffic that's moving, I would say, almost close to as normal as you would see on a regular day. We've seen most cars probably going anywhere from 50 to 60 miles an hour, I would say. And not too long ago, and I'll have our photographer actually move the camera this way. This is an exit ramp going on to 75, and I'm looking right now, there's no traffic that's coming this way. But if you just kind of move your foot a little bit like this, you know, it's definitely not icy, but it's still slick in some ways. And this freezing temperature is really what is such a big concern here, because even just a little bit of that wet ground, you have that potential risk of that black ice. And I've talked with people who have been traveling I-75 really for much of the day, and you know, they're also traveling from out of state, and they're talking about how in other parts of the area it's not great, but some have said that actually 75 is not too bad. I want to show you some of the video that we had earlier on this morning. This is at around, I would say, 11 o'clock this morning. You saw that left lane that's pretty much completely closed. It's covered in snow, but that middle lane and then that right lane are a little bit better. And throughout the day, we've seen those conditions improve here in Madison County. Live from the Fayette and Madison County line, Austin Pollock, LEX 18 News.
Certainly stay warm out there. Certainly it's an issue if you have some snow drifting over the roads or have been clear, but a great job by the crews, men and women, keeping us safe out there. Hey, let's take you to a live picture right now in Cleveland, Ohio. A look here at the skyline, as you can see. Now, if you think things are bad here, how about Cleveland? Right now under a blizzard warning, they're experiencing blowing snow, gusting winds up to 60 miles per hour, and of course, with all that, you know, sub-zero wind chill temperatures. I mean, it is just cold up there in northeast Ohio. Let's go back now to Chief Meteorologist Bill Mack, who joins us with another look at how things are going here.
Yeah, and with the storm that is impacting Cleveland, I was seeing some information earlier that they were getting off of Lake Erie. 14 to 18-foot waves were crashing into the shores there of Ohio from Lake Erie. How is that for a winter look? I mean, that just screams tundra, where you've got the veiled sunshine out there. You've got some blowing snow you can see off toward the horizon there. I mean, that's cold. And you can see there are a few little bands of snow showers around. We're going to see those off and on. Little appreciable accumulation from those, but within these bands are also bursts of wind, so you get some snow squally kind of things, and a lot of that's just blowing snow that's been around. So again, it's hard to measure, really difficult to measure this snow because, again, it just goes wherever the drifts are. We have a wind chill advisory that's going to remain in effect through tomorrow, and that covers essentially the entire area. It is still a wind chill warning, though, close to the Ohio River and up in northern Kentucky. So we go from 7 o'clock this evening, temperatures hovering at and plus or minus a degree or two around zero. As we continue through the night, you notice we hover at and a degree or two around zero. Temperatures move very little in this Arctic air mass. We do begin to moderate tomorrow afternoon, and we should have put that in big air quotes. As we head to temperatures tomorrow, that'll just be in the low teens. Wind chill factors, they're going to remain below zero. Now, right now, we're still in the 20 to 30 below zero range on those wind chills. As we go through the day tomorrow, the moderation is going to be very slight, but we will eventually get to a point where we're close to zero on the wind chills. Right now, zero Lexington, Danville, Frankfort, Springfield, London, Somerset, and Williamsburg. Flemingsburg, Moorhead, Covington are at 2 below. Your day tomorrow. Well, I don't think we'll see much in the way of snowfall. We might see a flurry. Temperatures, we may get up into the mid-teens at some point tomorrow, but boy, it is going to be remarkably cold again. We'll talk more about what to expect for Christmas at 5.
Bill, we will talk to you then. Still to come here, a look at how some cities nearby are handling these historic cold temperatures. More LEX 18 News at 4 is coming up after the break.
Theo's nose was cause for alarm, so Dad brought Puffs Plus lotion to save it from harm. Puffs has 50% more lotion and brings soothing relief. Don't get burned by winter nose. A nose in need deserves Puffs indeed. America's #1 lotion tissue.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe. Just one dose starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime coughing, aching, fever, sore throat 9 to none medicine.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
The anticipation. The sense of wonder. All the magic of the season. Put a little play in your holiday with these scratch-off games from the Kentucky Lottery.
There you go. There you go. Good job.
Oh, that's okay, Connor.
Hey, we're on time this morning. Nice job.
Every smile.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's all right.
Every hug.
It was nice of you to apologize. I know how hard that can be.
every word of praise.
That's some really awesome teamwork out there today. I'm so proud of you.
Lives in a child's heart forever.
Good job. You're the best little brother ever.
Here we go. All right, home run.
Praise is the key to positive parenting and raising confident, caring kids.
Here he goes.
It's just one of the many parenting tools from the experts at Boys Town. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to keep it positive and that helpful parenting advice is just a click away.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Well, Louisville is also experiencing wind chills as low as 15 below zero. This is the storm and the snow from last night in Louisville. A winter chill advisory will be in effect in the area until tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The temps are expected to improve slightly for Christmas Eve, but wind chills will still be below zero all day, most likely. The Louisville area is expected to see its coldest Christmas since 2004. In Paducah, it's the same thing. We're seeing dangerously cold air. The western Kentucky city was at -8 degrees in the early morning hours. West Kentucky Rural Electric Cooperative Corporation urged people to conserve energy after the TVA's rolling blackout request. According to the release, 15-minute rolling blackouts could be implemented to reduce usage based on how the situation develops or if the TVA requires it. At this hour, that does not appear to be an imminent course of action. Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati drivers facing these types of roads. As you can see, this morning's commute was difficult with snow-covered roads on I-75. The wind also making it difficult for drivers as the snow was blowing, causing whiteout conditions. And if it wasn't for the weather, today would be a busy travel day. Right now, this is the current flight status board at Bluegrass Airport. As you can see here, flights to Detroit and Charlotte are canceled. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you right back here in 30 minutes for LEX 18 News at 5. See you then.
LEX 18, streaming local news 24/7. Search for LEX 18 on your device.
What a tool! He could hit a gas line.
Wait, he's contacting 811.
They'll mark the underground utilities free.
Turns out he is smarter than he looks.
Know what's below 811 before you dig.